I think we should pick it up. Here's hoping that it, like... Okay, cool. It did save right here. Cool. I found this checkpoint at, like, the last second last night, and I was just like, excellent. Alright. Recap. Our wife is kidnapped. We found the kidnapper. He left. Well, actually, we fought. We rolled off something. Shite. Okay, the cinematic dodges I don't like. Also, the whole, like, ADS that we have, or there is no ADS. All I've got is where the flashlight is pointing. That's how I know where we're aiming. Ow. I hate it. I truly hate it. Oh well. Not much I can do about it. Ow. There we go. Oof. All right, we got safe haven. I got a lot of ammo. Looks like we're heading for the watermill. Ooh, coffee. Coffee. The fact that the landscape gets so, like, wibbly wobbly is a little disconcerting. Also, the noise doesn't help either, TBH. Ow. I dodged. Ow. Okay. Gotta remember, we have like 12 flares to use, which can at least stop them from rushing me. But it doesn't stop them from throwing things at me, which is really kind of rude if you think about it. Like, what did Alan Wake ever do to them? I don't know. You tell me. Oh. Ow. Oh. So what you're saying is I was fine. All right. We got some gobbledygook on the ground. Well, am I supposed to kick that? Because if I'm supposed to, I don't want to do it yet. Haha! A manuscript page.
The logging site was a mess. The modular office had been pushed off the cliff. Deputy Thornton climbed up from the wreckage excited, breathing hard from the exertion. Nobody there. It's weird. Don't you think that's weird? Bored, Mulligan let out a mighty snort. Hell, it's always weird, Thornton. Just a question of sorting out what kind of weird it is this time around.
Yeah, what kind of weird? Well, that's the hint that I'm supposed to go up here and kick this thing off. I think. Nice. And more pages. Barry.
When Barry saw the darkness attack the visitor center, it made him a believer. The men Al said he'd shot, they hadn't been just locals on crank. Somehow the world had changed, like the channel had been switched without warning. You think you're watching a sitcom, and you're really watching a horror show. When the birds started attacking the cabin, Barry wasn't surprised, just terrified.
Not Barry! You guys are really gonna make me attack the poor innocent birds, aren't you? Rude! Ooh, coffee! Ah! Oh, it's right here. I see. I missed that. Obviously. Or maybe not obviously. Well, I missed it. Bird. The darkness.
Be aware of Widowmakers.
Ow. Yeah, that's not creepy or anything. The darkness wears her face. Okay. Her face! It's worn by the darkness. Ooh, piece of candy.
Shadows stirred and the wind picked up as I ran through the forest. I felt the dark presence turning its gaze toward me. Then the moonlight was blotted out by dark shadows that raced violently across the ground, moving too swiftly to be natural. Darkness gathered between the trees and melted again to reveal the taken. No natural path had brought them here.
Again, the whole idea for, like, the fact that he's writing the script as he's going through it, it really makes you question everything that he's experiencing. Like, is he crazy? Is he sane? Did this actually happen? I don't know. Once again, this is not a game I have played before, or am familiar with. So I have no guesses. Okay, also the fact that he shoots a rifle like this is kind of bad. If you think about it. You know, like, who holds a rifle one-handed? Okay. We made it back.
Logging is a hazardous occupation.
Ow. At least we remembered. To use something to stop them from killing me so quickly. Okay. Safety!
Barry?
Ow! The porch is covered with birds. They've got all Hitchcock on me.
Stay out of sight. I'm on my way. Don't open the door.
What am I, crazy?
Stay hidden. I'll be there soon. Just make sure you keep the lights on.
Keep the lights on. Bird. I like the whole...
Still had to reach Barry at the cabin, but at least I was out of the woods.
I like how he's just like, they've got all Hitchcock on me. That's a great reference there. Ooh.
The FBI agent's command froze me in place. I considered surrender. It was all falling apart anyway. I could give in, let someone else deal with it, but it felt all wrong. Call it instinct, his posture, the way he held the gun. He was no friend. Shots ringing in my ears, I leaped for the hole in the fence and stumbled into the darkness beyond.
What kind of freaking bathroom has no showers or toilets in their stalls? Wait, why does the men's room have it, but the females doesn't? Ooh.
A story is not a machine that does what you tell it.
A story is a beast with a life of its own. You can create it, shape it, but as the story grows, it starts wanting things of its own. Change one thing and you set off a chain reaction of events that spreads through the whole thing. The characters have to be true to themselves. The events need to follow a logic that fits the story. A single flaw and the magic is gone. The story dies. Alice dies.
The story dies. Alice dies.
You can learn about
Jesus!
yourself.
Was not expecting a jump scare from that game. So wait, did he not write in bathroom stuff in the female side because he wouldn't have gone in there in the first place? So I broke the story by going into the females? I don't know. I'm just being silly. Okay. Huh. Ha 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 ha. Call this a road rage. Huh. We go over here already? I don't even know. This car's seen better days, weeks, months, and years. Nice. Forced me to get out of my car. There we go. I actually got really lucky that we backed into that. Because it healed us. And it stopped them from attacking us. Woof!
It was the kidnapper.
You son of a bitch! Where's my wife?
Enough horseplay, Wake. You deliver the manuscript, and you can have your woman back. Simple as that.
I don't... Listen. Listen. I'm gonna need time to finish it. I still need to write the ending. I need... a week.
Not done?
I need a week.
2 days. The old Bright Falls coal mine is nearby. You can find it easy, city boy. The main building, there at noon. You bring the manuscript, you'll get your wife.
Main building.
Well, get me?
Yes, yes, I get you.
That is indeed a lot of burbs.
Barry had talked about birds over the phone.
The darkness controls the Taken. The fact that I just got a flare gun, it does not bode well.
Ow! Ow! I am so glad you're here. A couple of them got in here before I blocked the chimney. This isn't normal. These birds are weird. Ow! Make them go away, please! Goddamn horrible situation is that I'm not... Oh, shoot!
Not the birds!
now. They're gone.
Hey, Al. I'm sorry for thinking you were having a psychotic episode, man.
Forgiven, Barry.
I sent Barry to the town to ask around about a man fitting the kidnapper's description. He'd go through the archives of the local paper. Perhaps he could learn something. Anything about the island and the cabin that had disappeared. The man wanted a manuscript. I had to try to write him one to get Alice back. For me, the supernatural had always been nothing but a metaphor for the human psyche, a tool to use in writing fiction. Now, it was happening for real.
A
and
tool.
I couldn't put a single word on paper.
Barry Wheeler speaking.
This is Rose.
Rose?
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Oh, you sweet, brilliant girl.
Could you and Mr. Wake come get them? I live in the trailer park outside the town.
We'll be there in less than an hour.
I know.
See you soon.
Have a great day. Hope you come back soon. Welcome to the old
dear diner.
Good girl.
That's not creepy or anything. Ba, ba, ba.
Come here. Pretty please.
All right, skip the music.
On Alan Wake. Alice has been kidnapped.
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
I can't tell anyone except my agent Barry.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her.
You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head.
The ransom is a manuscript I supposedly wrote that's coming true before my eyes.
It happened just the way it was on that page. So dark.
I have found only a few scattered pages.
I want the entire manuscript.
The deadline is in 2 days.
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Good girl.
Ransom.
How the hell did she get her hands on the manuscript anyway?
I don't know. She's resourceful. I told you were too hard on her. Listen, I found out all sorts of interesting stuff while I was digging around.
Yeah.
Mr. Wake, it's Sheriff Breaker. We have an FBI agent here, Agent Nightingale.
FBI.
He's anxious to see you. You'd better come to the station.
Okay, I'll be right over, Sheriff. Let's make this quick, huh?
Help you folks? Name's Randolph. I'm the manager.
We're looking for Rose. Works as a waitress down at the diner.
Rose, sure. Nice girl. Who wants to know?
I'm Alan Wake.
The writer, huh? I heard on the radio you were visiting. Well, I'll show you her trailer. That Rose, she's a nice girl. Always pays her rent on time.
As I was saying, Al, I found all sorts of weird stuff from the local newspaper's archives. This place is crazy. Disappearances, mysterious deaths, urban legends come true, and get this, most of this stuff takes place around Cauldron Lake.
Well, you ain't wrong, mister. The Indians thought the lake was a doorway to the underworld. I'm the God-fearing type myself. I don't hold with that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, there was an island there owned by a guy called Thomas Zane. Now, some of the articles I found about him make him out to be a famous writer, but I ran a bunch of searches, couldn't find a single thing he wrote. Zane was heavily into diving, so much so that the place came to be called Diver's Isle. But the volcano under the lake erupted in 1970, and Zane went down with the island.
Yeah, how about that? It was there in the morning, as if it had fallen from the sky. But it would take a tornado to lift something like that. We're damn lucky it didn't crush any of the trailers.
Randy's dogs.
It gets gets better. A local girl, Barbara Jagger, drowned in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. They were lovers.
Sure, Jagger's a local spook store. The Scratching Hag. Comes for you in the dark. Childish stuff like that.
Anyway, Al, I'm just getting to the best part. All of the articles about this stuff were written by Cynthia Weaver. I asked around, and she's that crazy bag lady you met.
What, the lamp lady? She can be a little loopy, but she's not homeless or anything.
Yeah, anyway, she knew both Jagger and Zane before they both died, and she had some kind of a breakdown.
I mean, she hasn't been wrong yet. Gotta check the lights.
Well, mister, this here's Rose's trailer. You mind me asking what you want with her?
We're just here to talk to her, pal.
Just here to talk to her.
Welcome to... Oh dear, Mr. Wake. I'm so glad you're here.
Rose, you have my manuscript?
Oh. Oh yes. Yes. Please, come in.
Yeah, she's not talking weird or anything.
Hey, this is really good.
Rose,
Yes,
my manuscript. I really need it.
I understand. I know what you need. A muse to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry? She doesn't have anything.
Yeah, hey, Al? Al, what's... Oh...
Barry! What? What?
Reminiscent of, what's that
It's coming
name?
for you, hiding in my barber's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. You must turn the lights on.
I promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife. You must finish what you started.
What's the name of that Stephen King book? The one with the
lights on.
writer.
Turn the light on.
Back to work, boy.
Misery. Yeah, that's it. The fangirl drugs and kidnaps the writer.
Nauseous, hungover. Only anger kept me going.
I can't tell reality from dream anymore, but it seems I have an imaginary editor to help me. She's an old woman in a funeral dress. I call her Barbara Jagger. She's very strict. I'm writing faster and faster. My manuscript is being heavily revised. The edits are getting very aggressive, and each day there's less of me and more of her. I hate it, but I know she's right.
It's weird.
She promises me I can save Alice this way. She knows more of this than I do. About the complex incantation I'm attempting. About this place. She's worked with another writer under similar circumstances, Thomas Zane. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I'm getting close. I can feel it.
Close.
Rose took a day from me. I had less than 12 hours left to meet the kidnapper. All I could do was get Barry into the car, work something out once I got on the road. Barry was out of it. He was way too heavy to carry.
You're right. I deserve more money. I'm so handsome.
I deserve more money.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner. What can I get you today? Coffee?
I couldn't work up much hate for Rose. Something had used her to get to me and left its mark.
First refill is free. Milk and sugar on the counter there. Would you like to hear today's specials? Thank you. A nice day. Come back soon.
My gun and flashlight were gone. I'd have to find a way to get Barry into the car as quickly as possible. There was no time to waste.
There was no time to waste.
Mr. Randolph liked Rose. That little smile she had. How she was still sweet when life had tried so hard to make her bitter. It wasn't any of his business what she did in her trailer. But those strangers, the writer and his smart-ass sidekick, looked like trouble. And they'd been in there for hours, way past her normal bedtime. He reached for the phone and called the sheriff's station.
Fair.
I just stepped outside to catch a breath of fresh air, and let me tell you, the weather's getting heavy. Nights like this make me especially glad I'm here talking to you and not home in bed. Once the weather takes a turn like this, I can't sleep at all. It's all tangled bed sheets and dark thoughts, punctuated by the occasional plunge into nightmare. Is it just me? Well, perhaps it is. But I hope I can make the night a little bit easier to get through. Calmer, you're on KBF FM.
Hey, Pat, it's Walt Snyder.
What's on your mind, Walt?
Well, I am the way you are, but, well, I can't sleep either, you know? I just been staring out the window here, trying to make sense of it all, but, I ain't been drinking either, you know? I just...
Well, you sound like a man with a problem, Walt.
I had a, argument with Danny, Danny, and, then I get in trouble with the law, and, I'm just, well...
I heard something like that, Walt.
Yeah, well, he's, Danny's my best friend, and, they let me out on bail today, and now I'm just alone here at the window, waiting. Man.
Waiting and man.
I was just outside looking up at the sky above our broadcast tower thinking the same thing. What are you waiting for, Walt?
I don't know. Something's gonna happen. I think I better go.
Well, Walt, maybe...
No, thanks, Pat.
Well, good luck to you, Walt. Hang in there. Let's take a little break, folks. This weather's really something else, huh?
Did I just take damage from running into a freaking wheelbarrow? Of course I did.
Oh, you're gonna get it now. God knows what you've done to that poor girl.
This is Agent Nightingale, FBI! Get him up, Hemingway! You're under arrest! You move a muscle, I'll unload right in your goddamn face! Stay right where you are, Slane!
Like, they literally just...
I'm standing right here, you goddamn maniac!
Like, legitimately.
Leave Barry behind, but there
was
was
crazy.
No way I'd miss my appointment with the kidnapper.
Give it up, Mr. Wake. Come on. Take it easy now. Get after him. Don't let him get away. Move it. I'll have your chance if you let him get away.
Move it, move it, move it.
Stop running! Freeze! Okay, men, keep your eyes peeled. He's gonna try to make it through here.
Oh, damn.
Fan out! Wait! Keep wait! Oh! I lost the way! Keep an eye out! Stop! Stop running!
Ow.
God damn it! Where did he go? Lift away! Keep an eye out!
Oh look, a manuscript page.
He's gone! Come on, guys! We need to head him off!
Come on, pick up.
For decades, the darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's skin slept fitfully in the dark place that was its home and prison. It was hungry and in pain. It dreamed of its nights of glory when the poet's writing had called it from the depths and given it a brief, terrible taste of power and freedom. The rock stars had stirred it from the deep sleep the poet had sunk it back to in the end. When it sensed the writer on the ferry, it opened its eyes.
It opened its eyes. The dark presence likes artistic talent.
Nightingale, over.
What on earth is going on? My deputies tell me you fired at Wake and he didn't have a gun. You almost hit a civilian instead. Over.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase. I don't have time for this.
Well, make the time. You can't just go shooting at people in my town. Over.
I'm a federal agent pursuing a fugitive. You want to discuss my methods, Sheriff? Make an appointment. Over.
You stay right where you are, Agent Nightingale. I'm on my way. Out.
She pissed.
The suspect was last sighted running along the Vods that leads westward from the trailer park. All units are advised that the suspect may be armed. Approach with caution. James out.
I got two arms. My left arm and my right arm.
Search the area. Stay sharp. This way. Over here. Hey, who's there? What is that? Oh no!
Welp.
This horror was everywhere I went, circling me. The cops didn't stand a chance. They were after a writer, not a monster.
Sheriff Breaker, this is Agent Nightingale. I've lost contact with Wilson Lynn you assigned to me. It's Wake's doing.
Wait, are you seriously telling me that geek writer just took out my deputies? Are you kidding? I mean, have you seen this guy? He wears a tweed jacket. Over.
He's the guy we're chasing. If it's not him, who then? Bigfoot? Over.
I don't know yet, but I'm not in the habit of jumping to conclusions. That tends to come back and bite you in the ass. Out.
Have you seen the guy? He wears a tweed jacket.
You on the ground. Hold it right there. There's nowhere to run. Freeze!
Lol. That's what happens when you disrespect the Tweed. Exactly. If you hadn't mocked the Tweed, you would have been fine.
This is James. Mulligan, Thornton, come in. Over. Thornton here. James, we got both Wheeler and Rose in custody. They didn't put up a fight or anything. Why, they were... Hey, what are you doing? Come on. Sit down and give me that. James, Mulligan here. Over. Go ahead, Mulligan. Over. We got Wheeler and Rose here. Wheeler's drunk or hopped up on something. Speaking of which, that Fed had a pretty distinctive whiff of Otis Scotch about him, you know what I mean? Over. I don't have anything on that, Deputy Mulligan. Over. Well, whatever. Anyway, Rose is just being plain weird here. You better get Doc in to take a look at both. Over. Gotcha. You better get them here quickly. The, Fed's gonna want to interview Wheeler. Over. Oh, yeah, I'll bet he does. Looks like they have a lot in common. Mulligan out.
Mulligan out.
I could see the lights at the radio station in the distance.
Is that where we're going? I guess. There's a fire watchtower.
I imagined that the broadcast tower in the distance was part of the local radio station. Maine seemed like a decent guy. Perhaps he could give me directions to the coal mine. Unnatural shadows clung to the road. The darkness that was after me was trying to stop me. I wouldn't get through without a light.
Unnatural shadows. That light was so strong we broke a gate. The gate was being controlled by the shadows. But the light broke the gate. Directly. Nice.
took me a moment to recognize the flashbang grenades. They were an ideal weapon for my situation.
Team 1, come in. Over. Team 1, this is Sheriff Breaker. Report. Over. Team 2, come in. I need a report. Over. Come on, guys. Talk to me. Come in, please. Over.
Sorry, Sheriff. Okay. So the name of the game is Group Up and Boom. Ow. My eyes!
And here's another call. You're on KBFFM with Pat Maine.
It's Milt Peabody, Pat.
What's on your mind, Milt?
Well, I live near the trailer park, Pat, and there's a big ruckus going on over there.
Well, that's just up the road from me, too. What's going on, do you know?
I don't know, but there's a bunch of police cars there, lots of sirens, a helicopter buzzing around, and I think I heard some gunshots.
Gunshots?
Yes, sir, like from a pistol. So can you find out what's going on? Because it's just next door, and they're popping off guns there.
Popping off?
Still shooting?
No, it was maybe 10, 15 minutes ago. It sounds serious, Pat. I'm telling you, it don't sound like no party.
I'm certainly going to give the station a call, Milt.
Okay.
You'll hear it here as soon as I hear from them.
Okay, thanks.
Oh. Huh. I didn't expect that to, like, just immediately go boom as soon as it went off. Maybe one of the guys hit it? I don't know. But that worked out really well. Also, apparently I got an achievement. Love it. Nice. Ooh. Hello. Ow. Let's go to those flashy lights. How convenient of them just have flashbangs in their back pocket. I died! No! Okay. Son of a gun.
I hope Maine could lend me a car to get to the coal mine.
Oh, why, hello, Lorna. What do you have for us? What do you mean?
It's a trailer park.
It's a trailer park.
I mean, what do you expect? The sheriff should be helping us normal citizens instead of wasting resources on those people.
Wow.
Well,
Let the trash sort themselves out. I'm sorry, but my granddaddy settled in Bright Falls in 1911.
well, thank you very much for that compassionate viewpoint, Lorna.
For that compassionate viewpoint.
Oh, here's a little surprise. The famous writer Alan Wake just walked in, folks. I'm going to see if I can talk him into an interview.
Come on in, Mr. Wake.
Come on in.
So glad you could find the time to do this, Mr. Wake.
Nowhere to run now, Dan Brown. You back away from me. Don't hurt her.
Whoa. Everyone calm down. Put the gun down. We're all friends here, right?
Cool your jets, Nightingale. We got him. What the hell's the matter with you? There's a civilian in there.
It's like, yeah, no wonder he's running. Y'all keep shooting at him.
I'll get you yet, even if it kills me. You hear me? You hear me, H.P. Lovecraft?
I had fallen off so many cliffs it was ridiculous. That's what you get for naming a book The Sudden Stop. It was probably good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was going. I'd have to lose the cops and find my own way to the mine.
I like that they just keep giving him different names for
Nightingale
artists.
stared through the broken studio window into the dark woods. He turned around, started to walk out, but Maine grabbed his arm. "Young man, you almost shot me. You don't shoot off rounds at people like that. What's the matter with you?" Nightingale shook his arm free, marched out. His cheeks burned with rage and humiliation.
Rage and humiliation. He's raging because he missed his shot. And humiliation because he's losing out to a man in a tweed jacket. Great. Ow. What the fuck? I'm trying to throw out my frickin' flares, and the game's like, no, you're not.
I had fallen off so many cliffs it was ridiculous. That's what you get for naming a book The Sudden Stop. It was probably good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was going. I'd have to lose the cops and find my own way to the mine.
Really, game? I'm jumping this way, and so you're like, nah, you're going that way. Thanks. I get distracted for 1 second, and Alan just
it was ridiculous.
jumps off a
That's what you get
cliff.
for naming a book The Sudden Stop. It was probably good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was going. I'd have to lose the cops and find my own way to the mine.
Ow.
There was no sensible reason for the power company work lights to be here. It was almost as if they'd been left for someone like me to use.
Okay. Yeesh. That ambush was not a fun bush. It was a scary bush. It was at night too, so it was a PM bush. A PM bush. No? A PM bush.
The bulldozer's engine roared to life. Mud and rocks
Oh,
flew
good.
as it fought for traction. It crashed through the concrete wall and landed heavily in the yard. If it were an animal, it would have shaken its head after the impact, fixed its eyes on me, and charged. Of course, it had no head, nor eyes. Shadows crawled on its form, twisting it into a monster. Then, it came for me.
Then, it came for me.
Sarah trusted her gut, and her gut said Agent Nightingale was an asshole. He felt wrong, and it wasn't just the smell of stale booze. It was in the way he flashed his badge, pulled rank, the look in his eyes when he wanted answers. Where was Alan Wake? What was this about an accident? Where was his wife? And most importantly, why did she let Wake go? He wouldn't answer her questions. Federal business was all he'd say.
Federal business. Alright, fully loaded, perfecto.
Hello?
The most stubborn man I've ever met.
Alice? Alice?
Alan, I'm so afraid. He keeps me in the dark. Please help me. I look at you, Alan, and it's not you. Something else. Looking out from behind your eyes.
Alice, I'm here.
I'm so alone here. It's all gonna go to hell. You need to be careful. Cooperate.
The connection had been terrible, but that wasn't the only thing that hadn't been right with the call. She sounded wrong somehow, but she had called me.
She sounded wrong.
The pipe wrenched itself loose from the bridge's steel framework. Wrapped in darkness, it floated in midair, twitching. For a moment, I didn't understand what I was looking at. The heavy object lurched at me with impossible force. I threw myself out of the way, but just barely. When I turned my flashlight on it, it shook in a dark rage before it flew at me again.
Shook as if in a dark rage. I do like the way that they've been kind of like spelling it out is the wrong way, but like the way that they're having, you know, Wake's manuscript write and describe everything is pretty nice. I like it. Definitely adds something to everything. Man, no more flash biggity bangs. That's too darn bad. Ow!
I could see a railway bridge up ahead, and a warehouse of some sort on the opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there.
Follow. Okay. Chew.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
Ow. 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 Curse you, you poltergeist. It's like the fact that we have to deal with a poltergeist now is a little annoying. Like, you want to kill somebody easily in this game? Poltergeist items plus the fast little stabby boys, you're screwed.
I slammed the door shut right in his smug face. He pleaded for me to open the door. True to form, the asshole actually thought I would obey. I had no sympathy left, no guilt either, not for him. I took a moment to savor the scream. I bet I had a smile on my face. It was all that I had time for. The dark presence was inside the lodge with me.
It was inside. The calls! The calls are coming from inside!
As a teenager, just starting to get interested in writing, Stephen King had been a source of inspiration to me. I thought about all the inanimate objects that had come to life in his books. No one is safe in a good horror story. Certainly not the protagonist. That's what makes them fun. This was anything but. The darkness could possess anything, and it was getting closer.
The fact that we now get a heavy-duty flashlight is kind of heavy-duty awesome. Aw, hell. That was a good use of our ammo. And flashbang. Holy heck. Oof. In light, you can hurt them. And in darkness, you can save them. No, actually, that's not how it works, but whatever. All right, another episode of Twilight series.
Our existence for granted, unaware that they are merely a thin veneer of desperate self-delusion, covering a vast cosmos of madness and horror. All too often, the stars are right. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, a family occasion. Journalist Alvin Derlett's trip to study the local customs of an insular community in Night Springs has been less than successful. Until tonight.
Well, I'm glad you changed your minds about this. Ancient customs, local mythology. My editor loves this kind of stuff.
Well, Mr. Derleth, we don't want to feel like we're on exhibition, but you have demonstrated the seriousness of your intent.
Oh, I am serious. Really, just do your thing. I'll stay out of your way and observe.
Actually, I thought you could assist us. I'm afraid we are a man short. It would provide you with an intimate perspective.
Could I really?
Of course, Mr. Derleth.
Well, I guess that's the least what would I have to do?
Oh, here. Let me show you with a kiss.
What did you...
Blech.
Oh, Mr. Drew, you have well pleased Nixie Perka, the dweller in flesh.
The dweller in flesh.
Your body shall host his 1,000 young, and all shall be glory. Shh, darling, be calm. Shh.
Alvin Derleth learned a harsh lesson. If you go looking for mythology, it may come looking for you. And such quests always bear fruit. In Night Springs.
This Night Spring stuff is literally just like a Twilight Zone reference. I love it. The dweller in flesh. It wants you.
The darkness surged towards me, sucking everything loose from the ground into its depths, tugging at my clothes. I saw the flare the kidnapper had dropped and threw myself towards it just as I felt my feet leave the ground. The darkness embraced me with the force of a tornado. Somehow I managed to light the flare. The darkness roared and cast me away. I fell toward the dark waters of the lake far below.
Oh, hey, look, it's the bulldozer. Aw, hell, here we go again. Ah. Ooh. That was almost bad. Oh. I wonder how much you get. Do you actually get 4 batteries with this? Let's find out. No, you get 2. The fact that I'm hoarding these flashbangs actually saved me, I think. Because it absolutely decimated not just the enemy surrounding us, but I think most of the health on that dozer. Alright. Nothing over there. Okay. Oh look, more batteries. May as well use them up, right? Ooh, coffee.
I had never been this glad to see the sunrise. I had a couple of hours to get to the coal mine. The coal mine wasn't far now.
The coal mine wasn't far now.
Today, I would meet the kidnapper, and he would give me Alice. I wouldn't give him any other choice. A drowning man will clutch at a straw.
Was I supposed to keep driving in the car? Well, we already gone this far. If they wanted me to keep driving in the car, they would have left me in the car. Potentially. But I wasn't going to just turn around after we've already walked this far. Just to be like, oh, wait, nope, no car. You could just hit reload. No. That makes sense. I refuse. Oh, look, we're at the end of the road anyway. I want to check the edge right here real fast. Nothing in that stripped down car. It's supposed to be down here or up here? I don't know.
This is Pat Main, and you're listening to KBF-FM. Folks, I want to apologize for kind of abandoning you to that looping music track last night, but I was detained. You see, I encountered a big shot G-man with an itchy trigger finger who could use a lesson in manners and a boot in the ass. Not necessarily in that order either. Now, folks, I know I'm not being very informative here, and I apologize for that. I really should just keep quiet, but I'm just so peeved right now, because some people just shouldn't be carrying badges. And I'm just glad that our Sheriff Breaker was there to straighten things out. And if someone I met last night is listening, let me just say, I'm sorry if my mouth got you in trouble. I'm pretty sure you're not the bad guy here. Godspeed, son. I hope you know what you're doing. Now, on a lighter note, I'll be talking to Dr. Nelson all morning. But first, a little music.
Okay, cool. I was just Googling to see how many chapters there are. Because I'm just like, what am I expecting to get here? Like, how long? Like, they're like, yeah, it could take anywhere between like 10 hours and 26. I'm like, oh, okay. And then it's 6 chapters. We're in chapter 3. Cool. Every time I get out of the car, doo-doo-doom. Anything up in this tower?
Welcome back to KBF-FM. Hope you enjoyed that tune. Now, Doc, you were talking about life and finding that special someone, that soulmate.
Well, you were talking about that. I was saying I don't buy it.
I don't buy
To me,
it.
that's strange, because I always pegged you as a hopeless romantic.
You got me there, Pat. But I think love's where you look for it. And you need to do a lot of looking, sure. But the idea that there's that one special person out there for you, and if you miss that chance, it's gone forever and you're forever incomplete. I mean, isn't that depressing? Or heck, childish even? There's plenty of fish in the sea.
And apparently a fisherman has a fishing analogy for everything, but what you're saying, isn't that a little harsh?
Well, no. What I am saying is that your potential for finding that connection isn't limited to what's essentially a chance encounter. How is that harsh?
Yeah, well, I guess that's a nice thought, but let me say something personal here.
Okay.
Now, well, I don't disagree with you exactly, but I can't really fit that together with what I feel, what I felt for someone, because she was the one. She was. And I let her drift away from me. Maybe I didn't put in the work, I don't know, but, well, since then, and it was a long time ago, but since then, there hasn't been anyone, not like her. And I'm not saying I dwell on her or haven't moved on. I like my life. I'm not living in the past, but I do miss the way she completed me.
You can't argue with the heart, Pat.
I'm sorry, folks. I had kind of a scary experience last night, and let's just say it's shaken a few things loose.
Poor Pat. He didn't deserve what happened to him last night. We just keep finding new locations and then stopping and being like, let's explore! Yay! Poosh. Bet I could jump into that. Let's go. There was a script page.
For Mott, spying on the writer on the ferry had been a disappointment. His boss had made Wake out to be something special, but Mott hadn't been impressed. He'd gotten a good long look at the wife, though, and he liked what he saw. Mott had fantasized about goading Wake into a fight, but it hadn't happened. Still, he'd get his chance to see if the writer had anything in him. He'd been promised as much.
Fight, man. Visitor parking.
I was early. I was supposed to meet the kidnapper at noon in the main building. The coal mine was quiet. It was a museum now.
It was quiet. It was a museum now.
I didn't want to go outside. Cops had to be looking for me. The noon sun turned the place into a sauna. The day dragged on. Different scenarios ran through my mind. Ways of how I'd torture the kidnapper to get Alice back, or the different horrible things he could have done to her. I imagined her dead. I had no way of knowing she was still alive. It was killing me. I was running on blind hope. It was all a waste of time. The bastard never showed up.
He never showed.
Wait,
Where the hell are you?
change of plans. You know where Mirror Peak is? It's a big mountain north of where you are. You follow the path from the mine, you can't miss it. There's a lookout point there. I'll be waiting.
I'm through being jerked around
You
by you.
want to see your wife alive? Because if you do, you better watch what you say to me. Do we understand each other?
I want to talk to Alice.
Yeah, and I want the manuscript. Don't keep me waiting, Wake.
Hello? Hello! Ah! I'm gonna kill him! I had to get to Mirror Peak. It was close. Maybe closer than ever before.
Huh. Oops. Oh well. Sad, but whatever.
When Thomas Zane fell for Barbara Jagger, it happened fast. She was young, vibrant, and beautiful, full of life. He had never been a very happy man, and without any seeming effort, she had changed all that. Zane felt good for the first time in his life. Everything she did was another piece of a jigsaw puzzle he hadn't even known he'd been missing. And best of all, she made the words flow, strong and sharp. She was his muse.
Yeesh. Ah! The poltergeistic items are a little crazy. Ach, you know. It's a goddamn hurricane.
The only way to reach the hillside ahead was to go through the building. I had to find a way to avoid electrocution.
Ooh, a flare gun. It's probably what we call bad news bears, but... Nice. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm looking down here for reals now. Nope, still nothing. Trust no one in the dark. Okay. I didn't trust people in the light either, so... Follow. The manuscript?
Some of the Taken retained echoes of their former selves, but these were just the nerve twitches of a dead thing. Nothing remained but a shell covered and filled with darkness. In most cases, these puppets were enough for the purposes of the Dark Presence. But for anything more elaborate, as with the writer, it was different. It needed his mind. And so rather than taking him over completely, it merely touched him.
Just a light tap on the shoulder. I'm in danger.
There was no way the flashbang grenades were standard power company equipment.
No. Flashbangs absolutely are. How else are you supposed to get your emergency lights on? Bam! You got lights for like half a second. That's how it works, right?
I stared through the bars of the jail cell. Barry stood behind me, swaying on his feet, looking as ill as I felt. Agent Nightingale stood on the other side of the bars with Sheriff Breaker. Nightingale had a stack of manuscript pages in his hand. He seemed unhinged as he gloated. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent.
the hell is with the dodge that does not dodge? Boom! Headshot. Okay, so those are basically like Okos. Nice. Ooh, coffee! I like coffee! Ah! I meant to do that. Coffee thermos. I meant to do that.
I had no real plan. I was going to give the kidnapper all the manuscript pages I had for Alice. If that wasn't enough, I'd hold him at gunpoint and make him talk.
Wow. I got double tapped from behind and it killed me. Okay. That's cool.
I had no real plan. I was going to give the kidnapper all the manuscript pages I had for Alice. If that wasn't enough, I'd hold him at gunpoint and make him talk.
Ooh. I got slightly lucky there. That's a lot of guys. Checkpoint.
The dark presence was moving ahead of me in the same direction I was going. A cold feeling settled itself in the pit of my stomach. Was it going for Alice?
The graveyard shift may cause cancer.
That one was annoying.
The place was dead, a ghost town. Had been for decades, maybe a century.
Ow. Don't you hate it when ghosts pick up cars and you yeet them at you? Me too. Redonkulous.
Things were never as simple in real life as in fiction. I had lost count of the times I had wished there'd be a clear reason for my writer's block. Something to fight, something to lash out on. There wasn't. I was filled with doubt. I was nothing like the hero in my books. Alex Casey had gone through his life with single-minded determination, never wavering from his goal. Even now, I was angry at myself, angry at Alice, angry. At Harry. I was fumbling and I had no plan.
He was angry, guys. Yeet. Great Peak Gorge. Hey guys, let's trust a random thermos we've found here in an abandoned mine town. You know? Also, awesome brand deal with your lithium Energizer batteries displayed prominently in the game. Though, to be fair, they're not that good because they run out pretty dang quickly. Though, to be fair, you also can't focus a flashlight easily like that. Oh, God. I got the "they're here" achievement for taking out inanimate possessed objects. Safe haven.
I needed a key for the door.
Bet if I did it 2 more times, it would have let me in. I found the key.
Anything outside of writing is a struggle. I feel ill. I managed to make my way downstairs. There's a shoebox filled with books and papers by Thomas Zane. It's very hard to focus, but I managed to read some of it. He's a poet, and a good one. He writes of muses and creators summoning fabulous things from a magic lake, using his powers to shape the world of a realm of gods and dreams and demons, dark things that wait for a chance to slip through, wearing the flesh of men as disguise.
The
Zane
flesh of
writes about
men.
himself, his girlfriend being taken over by a dark presence, about growing scared of the lake. Zane believes it's a mirror to the gaping void of darkness above, where some Lovecraftian presence lurks. I crawl back upstairs. I'll borrow these things for my story. They ring true. They fit.
You know, we could play some Lovecraftian horror games. I think I know of a few.
The kidnapper had sent me a text. The message was full of spelling errors and insults. It was telling me to hurry up.
When the game gives you a bunch of one-shot kill weapons, makes me a little nervous.
Birds.
Without warning, the headache stabbed at my brain.
Alice? Alice?
I'm losing it. I gotta get out of here. The hunters were big, thick-set men, confident and at home in the woods. They were feeling good, running on beer, ghost stories, and camaraderie late into the night. It did them no good, as they were taken by the dark presence, sucked deep into a darkness far worse than any ghost story they ever told or heard.
Sucked. Excuse you. Ow.
Even behind the closed doors and curtains of his grimy room at the Majestic, the local motel, Nightingale could feel the locals' eyes on him, the unrelenting pressure of their judgment. He forced it out of his mind. For all he knew, they could all be under Wake's spell already. You do what you have to do to get the job done. He took comfort from the bottle in his hand. Please, he thought, just let me get through this.
Yeah, I didn't want to go over there anyway. I didn't want to deal with him.
I'd have to make my way up this mine shaft in order to go on. Maybe the machinery could help me with that.
Because I would trust the machinery. That's where we need to go. So this is where we go. Pretty.
Lightning flashed behind the windows of Cauldron Lake Lodge. Tor Anderson laughed and held the steel hammer above his head. Nurse Sinclair was trying to calm him down without success. Tor grinned madly and shouted, "My hammer's up. Here's a friendly poke from Molnir, wench." He brought the hammer down with all his might on Sinclair's head. We're on a comeback tour, baby.
Comeback tour, baby.
Oh, great. Another cable car. Just great.
Nice. That almost hit my face. Seriously? There we go.
Maud had checked all of Stucky's rental cabins. There had been no sign of the Wakes. It was dark when he'd found their car parked at the end of the road by Cauldron Lake. It made no sense. They must have taken a wrong turn, but there was no sign of them, and the car had been there for hours already. Frustrated, Mott stood on the rotten ruin of the footbridge that had once led to Diver's Isle before it sank beneath the waves years ago. The boss wouldn't be happy.
Tom. Okay. Okay. Whoosh! I feel like falling and being completely surrounded.
I could see Cauldron Lake. I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it. It had to be a boat. I was close now. I had to get there fast. I dreaded what I would find. I tried to hold on to Alice, but her form melted away. I was losing control. Dr. Hartman stood in her place. I wanted to hit him, but my arms were jelly. He smiled. It was a reassuring smile, and I hated him for it. I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period. Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now.
Wait! Are you? Wait! Hey, I'm here! I'm coming! No! Get away! Sorry. Please, it's late. The boss didn't know who he was messing with. I didn't know. I swear, I didn't know. We don't have any wife. We don't know where she is. said we had her to make him play ball. You see? To get him writing for us. Please. Please. Oh.
Previously on Alan Wake, I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
It was omnommed the truth.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice. There you go, Alan. Hartman, I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you lie.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had pumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. I couldn't focus.
Okay, here's the question. We're at the start of chapter 4. Do we want to call it here and pick up again on Tuesday, or plow through about 20 minutes of the story? What do we think? I'm leaning towards, yeah, Tuesday. It makes the most sense. It's a good place to leave it off, too. So, we'll pick up some more Alan Wake on Tuesday. So, anyway, thank you everybody for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. And until the next time, everybody, stay funky, people.